Namaste, myself JVN Dr. K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss about our next session, that is about the cardiac cycle of the subject Animal Physiology and Endocrinology, the course BSc B.Ed ZBC, 4th semester. The cardiac cycle. A single cardiac cycle includes all the events associated with one heartbeat. Thus, a cardiac cycle consists of systole and diastole of the atrium and systole and diastole of the ventricle. Then what happens? How the pressure and volume changes during the cardiac cycle. In each cardiac cycle, the atria and ventricle alternately contract and relax. Forcing blood from area of higher pressure to the area of lower pressure. As the chamber of the heart contracts, the blood pressure within it increases. The pressure given in the figure applied to the left side of the heart, pressure on the right side are considerably lower. Each ventricle, however, expels the same volume of the blood per beat, and the same pattern exists for both pumping chambers. When heart rate is 75 beats per minute, a cardiac cycle lasts 0.8 seconds. To examine and correlate the events taking place during a cardiac cycle, we will begin with atrial systole. And first, we will describe the atrial systole. What happens? What are the events take place during the atrial systole? During atrial systole, which lasts about 0.1 second, the atria are contracting. At the same time, the ventricle are relaxed. Depolarization of the SA node causes atrial depolarization, marked by the P waves into the ECG. Atrial depolarization causes atrial systole. As the atria contract, they exert pressure on the blood, within which forces blood through the open AV valve into the ventricle. Atrial systole contributes a final 25 ml of the blood to the volume already in each ventricle. The end of the atrial systole is also the end of ventricular diastole. Thus, each ventricle contains about 130 ml at the end of the relaxation period. This blood volume is called end diastolic volume, EDV. The QRS complex in the ECG marks the onset of ventricular depolarization. Then come on the ventricular systole. During ventricular systole, which lasts about 0.3 seconds, the ventricle are contracting. At the same time, the atria are relaxed in the atrial diastole. Ventricular depolarization causes ventricular systole. As ventricular systole begins, the pressure rises inside the ventricle and pushes the blood up against the AV valve, atrioventricular valve, forcing them shut. For about 0.05 seconds, both the SL, semilunar, and AV valve are closed. This is the period of isovolumetric contraction. Iso means same. During this interval, cardiac muscle fibers are contracting and exerting force but are not yet shortening. Thus, the muscle contraction is isometric, means same length. Moreover, because all the four valves are closed, ventricular volume remain the same. Same means isovolumic. Then continued contraction of the ventricle causes pressure inside the chamber to rise sharply. When left ventricle pressure surpasses aortic pressure at about 80 millimeter of the mercury and right ventricle pressure rises above the pressure in the pulmonary trunk about 20 mmHg, both SL valves open. At this point, ejection of blood from the heart begins. The period when the SL valves are open is ventricular ejection and lasts for about 0.25 seconds. The pressure in the left ventricle continue to rise to about 120 mmHg, whereas the pressure in the right ventricle climbed to about 25 to 30 mmHg. 30 mmHg. Now, then what happens? The left ventricle eject about 70 ml of the blood into the aorta, and the right ventricle eject the same volume of blood into the pulmonary trunk. The volume remaining in each ventricle at the end of the systole, about 60 ml, is the end systolic volume, ESV. Stroke volume, the volume ejected per beat from each ventricle, equal end diastolic volume minus end systolic volume. At rest, stroke volume is about 130 ml minus 60 ml equal to 70 ml. The T waves in the ECG marks the onset of ventricular repolarization. Now the relaxation period. During the relaxation period, which is about 0.4 seconds, the atria and ventricle are both relaxed. As the heart beats faster and faster, the relaxation period becomes shorter and shorter, whereas the duration of atrial systole and ventricular systole short only slightly. Ventricular repolarization causes ventricular diastole. As the ventricle relaxes, pressure within the chambers falls and blood in the aorta and pulmonary trunk begin to flow backward towards the regions of lower pressure in the ventricle. Backflowing blood catches in the wall cusp and closes the SL valve. The aortic valve closes at the pressure of about 100 mmHg. Rebound of blood of the closed cusp of the aortic valve produces the dicrotic waves on the aortic pressure curve. After the atrial wall close, there is a brief interval when ventricular blood volume does not change because all four valves are closed. This is the period of isometric relaxation, isovolumetric relaxation. As the ventricle continues to relax, the pressure falls quickly. When ventricular pressure drops below atrial pressure, the AV valve opens and ventricular filling begins. The major part of the ventricular filling occurs just after the AV valve opens. Blood that has been flowing into and building up in the atria during ventricular systole then rushes rapidly into the ventricle. At the end of the relaxation period, the ventricles are about three-quarters full. The P waves appear in the ECG, signaling the start of another cardiac cycle. After then come on the heart sound. Osculation. The act of listening of sound within the body is usually done with a stethoscope. The sound of the heartbeat comes primarily from the blood turbulence caused by the closing of the heart valve. Smoothly flowing blood is silent. Compare the sound made by white water, rapids, or waterfall within the silence of a smoothly flowing river. During each cardiac cycle, there are four heart sounds, but in normal heart, only the first and second heart sound are loud enough to be heard through a stethoscope. The first sound, which can be described as a love sound, is louder and a bit longer than the second sound. The first sound is caused by blood turbulence associated with closure of AV valve soon after ventricular systole begins. The second sound, which is shorter and not as loud as the first, can be described as a dup sound. Second sound is caused by blood turbulence associated with closure of SL valve at the beginning of ventricular diastole. Although SN1 and S2, first sound and second sound, are due to the blood turbulence associated with the closure of the valves. They are best heard at the surface of the chest in locations that are slightly different from the location of the valves. This is because the sound carried by the blood flow away from the valve, normally not loud enough to be heard. Third sound is due to the blood turbulence during rapid ventricular filling, and fourth sound is due to the blood turbulence during atrial systole. So this is all about the cardiac cycles. The various type of the competitive questions have been asked from this topic, like how much time a cardiac cycle takes place, total volume of the blood pumped by the heart, okay, what is how many sounds of the heart are produced in a cardiac cycle, what is ventricular relaxation, what is atrial systole, atrial diastole, ventricular systole, atrial diastole, when the semilunar valves are closed, when they are open, what is about isovolumetric relaxation, and what is isovolumetric contraction. These are the few questions or which instrument have been used in listening of the heart sound. So such type of the questions have been asked from the cardiac cycle. Hope you understand the topic very well. Thank you. Thank you very much.